Hello, 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 my beautiful bees. It's been a while, I apologize. I've had a lot of family situations to attend to. So far, so good. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate those of you that are still here. The cat has been enjoying my table as I was away, so we have some cat energy over here. Tomorrow is a full moon. I'm very excited to come back as there is a full moon. I managed a couple of messages here and there, but it wasn't easy. So this full moon tomorrow, California time, is going to be at 11:09 in the morning. This full moon tomorrow is known as the corn moon. It's called the corn moon because it's the full moon that's closest to the autumn equinox, and that is going to be September celebrated, also called Mabon. It's going to be celebrated September 20th to 21st. Let's see, what else do we have? It refers to the time of the year when the corn is traditionally harvested in much of North America. And actually, I was in France the past few weeks visiting my mom, and where my family is, there is a bunch of fields. It's where they live now. This is not where I grew up. And they had a bunch of corn, and I was surprised that they're like yellow, yellow like my cup, if not almost white. They were so dry that I was concerned about the fires, being from California. And they wait. I forget, well, because they're feeding the animals with that too. I think that they're making something. It was just amazing to me to see so many dry fields. I was concerned. Tomorrow it will reach its peak illumination during the day, actually, because its peak is at 11:09 in the morning. Californian will not be able to see the simultaneous total lunar eclipse that is happening tomorrow. It will be visible, obviously, from other parts of the world. That's it. North and South America will not be able to see it. That's very sad, but hey, we gotta share that, right? I wanted to share something else. Tomorrow is noted on the calendar as Grandparents' Day. And for those of you who've been following the channel for some time, I like the app Moonly, the Moonly app. It's really, look at how cute the pictures are, the colors, everything. I'm gonna have to use it like a little bit more too. But so we're celebrating Grandparents' Day tomorrow, and the Hindu are celebrating Pitru Paksha, which is from the Sanskrit fortnight of the ancestors. So they say that it's a period of 16 lunar days from the full moon to the no moon of the month of Bhadrapada during these 2 weeks of the year. So that's now. It's favorable to perform ancestral practices and ritual dedicated to the family and ancestors. So I love that the two holidays are, again, we may have different religions, different languages, different habits, whatever. Somehow it always seems to connect. I don't want to get too much into the tradition because it's a lot of things to read. But what that tells me is to connect with your family, to honor your ancestors, to remember them, to create bonds. It says it's favorable during this period to make donations. Make donations anytime you can. That period of veneration of ancestors is considered unfavorable when it comes to establishing new businesses, because now it's time for family. Large purchases beginning and celebrations, all attentions must be paid to your family. As much as possible, do that then tomorrow. What does it say? Also, during the Pitru Paksha period, it is important to share food as well as feed birds and stray animals. Through the food, you give energy to your ancestors. And it's also known that some birds, when they come to visit us, we think of them as the hummingbird. It's a loved one that's coming by. There is something with the crow as well that's death related, but not necessarily in a good or bad way. It's just enunciation of some stuff. I don't know all the lores. But now we're going to get into the full moon reading. I'm going to use a book of Shadow Tarot. It has moons on it. I like it. It's my new baby. And because we have the ancestors, I'm going to use the Keepers of the Light as energy guidance for this reading. And I think that's the one I like to use for the moon readings anyways. So, s'il vous plaît, nos petits anges et guides d'amour, that it's been a while. What is the guiding energy for our little bees on this, with this full moon, s'il vous plaît? Oh, that was two. Okay, fine. We have two male looking like energies that talks about action. Melchizedek talks about higher learning. You have learned from experience. So we're talking about action. More inner study is now required to further progress. So and I like the connections here around his head. Let's read a little bit about them too after. And I was talking about the Hindu celebration, and here is Hindu looking character, isn't he? Jwal Kul, with Dharma unfolding. And Dharma, I believe, is kind of like the karma. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Your path is happiness. There is no doubt there. We are all working towards our happiness. Bottom of the deck, Lady Nada with Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. I love that she's like the energy of the Temperance guardian angel as well. Let's read quickly about Melchizedek and Jwal. Cool. So alphabetical order is going to bring us Jwal first. Jwal Kul, known as a Tibetan, is a Tibetan Buddhist master. He is said to have had many incarnations, including as a devotee of Buddha himself, and as one of the 3 wise men who honored the baby Jesus. Okay, so that's a little, that's an amazing synchronicity for me, because yesterday, because I've been so busy, I haven't listened to many things on YouTube. And there is a couple of people I follow that does the same thing I do, that do the same thing I do, or, obviously in their own way. But yesterday, the French guy I listened to, the reading I saw was an option. Like there was a choice between 2 readings. I forget what the title was, but the reason why I went is because I saw, I noticed the Ascension Masters, which I believe is from the same creator, Cal Gray. He had, why am I thinking Baba Ganoush? Lord Ganesh. So Lord Ganesha is like a favorite of mine, and because he removes obstacles and the story is beautiful. It's a story. Anyways, I'm not going to get into the details of Lord Ganesh, but I went to listen to the reading because I was attracted by this card, right? In the videos when I was looking up, or not necessarily scrolling, but anyways. So I was attracted. There was Lord Ganesha, and I didn't pay attention to the card on the left because there was options between 2, and the other card was Jesus. So I was like, oh, I'm going to listen to the whole thing because I cannot make a choice between those 2. They are both very attractive masters, or guidance, or guides, or energies, whatever you want to call them. And so Alexi, who is the reader of this channel, was apologies. He made a lapsus, or a mistake. He, instead of calling him Ganesh, he called him Buddha. But so then we were going into the energies of Buddha and stuff like that, and how it's all in the same energies in any case. And here today I have dual cool, and we're talking about him being a devotee of Buddha, and also as one of the three wise men who honored the baby Jesus. So again, the same connection I was reading about yesterday. So that talks to us about, let's keep reading because it's going to be what I'm about to say. So through his earthly experiences, he has learned the importance of spiritual practice and discipline, and knows that the path we are on unfolds over time. He is now helping light workers follow their dharma, which is a Sanskrit word meaning right way of living. And that, for some reason, the guides have humor. I believe I have some humor as well. And for some reason, that takes me to this is the way of the Mandalorian. That just, how helping people, saving people, going on your path. When Dual Cool appears in a reading, he reminds you that your path is unfolding as it should. So in the same message I was hearing yesterday, it reminds us that sometimes we may feel like this is taking forever. Like right now myself, I have this thing, I'm like, I am so tired of the energies of right now. It's very demanding. A lot of people are tired, sick, getting in hospitals, needing help and stuff like that. And I feel some extreme fatigue, emotionally, physically. I have to be all over the place. This could very well be the energies that are going on around for many of us, because our hive being this small, and there are still people stopping by. Hello, welcome to the one-stoppers or the newcomers. We all share the same energy, so I empathize in any case. So when he appears in a reading, he reminds us that it's unfolding as it should. So just remember, it's happening. This too shall pass. We are where we need to be. Take one step at a time, and remember that your only spiritual function is to be happy. You are a powerful person with many lessons under your belt and a real capacity to share your wisdom with the world. Talking about sharing wisdom, I was traveling, and I met amazing people in the plane and the train, and people who help, people who guide, people who sit with you and talk for hours with you. And one of the things we did was sharing our knowledge of things. So I'm very grateful for the meetings I met during the trip. Some of them may become a little bit, so also welcome. I will have to talk to you about a book, one of these videos that this man wrote. Sharing wisdom with somebody else, by the way. So sharing wisdom, do with the world. Take the time to go over what you have learned recently, recognize the strengths it has brought you, and acknowledge where you have been courageous. So you have to see yourself for who you are as well, and appreciate and be grateful. Tualkul is now working with your angel guides to help your journey unfold like a beautiful lotus flower, one petal at a time. That's beautiful. That's a gorgeous analogy, and I'm very grateful. I know you will be too. And Melchizedek is higher learning. So we're talking about God, and with these two guys working together. Interestingly enough, if I remember, I'm going to see, but I believe, so we're talking about Dualkul having some earthly experience, being a man, being a guide, and energies that walked amongst us. He experienced human life and human difficulties. I believe Melchizedek was a priest or a spiritual guide anyway, so let's see if I remember correctly. Okay, come on, Melchizedek, I can't find you. M-N-O. Oh, I just saw Mother Mary. Good love. Okay. Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. So another energy that worked with us. He is there to assist the earth through the ascension process. My glasses are not helping me, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. We're talking about finding happiness, and the only way for that is to get love and harmony. Incredible message already. He appears with bright light around him and a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts and qualities. As he works on a high energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry and by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols. You have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols and signs being sent to you from the universe. There is a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with the light. That's another thing I heard a few times in the reading yesterday. In the 2 readings was about meditation. That's something, sadly, I have, I don't want to say never because I did try once. It's making time for yourself, and when you do so much for other people, it's difficult to find time for yourself. But we all need to try and do that. I apologize for the voices out there. There are people talking. Okay, what energy is with us, guiding us, helping us today? I mean, for this full moon time, s'il vous plaît, nos anges guides. What energy do we need right now? This one kind of flew. I want to take it. The sinking man. And the broken heart. This is a broken heart. Look at the tear at the bottom. This is, it says the broken heart, but it just acknowledges the fact that you have been hurting about something and that you're on the healing path. So don't worry about that too much, about the card itself. It's not that it's going to happen. This one is literally acknowledging the pain and the healing. So the thinking man, what do we have here? We have feathers on his head. We're talking about birds earlier. And he's looking at crystals. And we have 3 crystals. An interesting energy. I'm going to read about him because for those of you who want to know, and me, this card doesn't come up very often, and we have 3 masculine energies. So again, we are into the action right now. Male of wisdom and understanding. This card shows a man before an archway. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the archway. Here. Gazing at a crystal in his hand, he is a thoughtful and reflective man representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now. Okay, so we have these 2 guides that are teachers, and that's telling us also that on top of the spiritual teachings, we definitely have another earth character like teacher, or that's about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to this information, to his information. Well, the transformation will need to come, so there is definite change with this man coming in your life. Learn what you can. A new discipline, technique, course of study, or healing practice could change your life forever. Here I was talking about transformation, and that showed up. Okay, so amazing energies for this full moon. It's interesting that I see some kind of correlation with the corn moon as well, in the sense that harvesting is another action. So it's time also to collect on seeds that you may have sown, and that means on stuff that you have done, right? So I'm going to keep this book in case we need it. And let's go in the reading. S'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour, give us some clear messages. Going with this new moon, s'il vous plaît. What do we have here? A fourth sword that talks about resting, enjoying yourself. This rest this person is taking, she's having fun with it. The fourth sword in the classic tarot is the rest of the warrior. The warrior-like energy could very well be a student, somebody who learned something new, who's practiced. I mean, there is a computer. Maybe it's time to take a break from work and have fun. And we had the Two of Wands that was reversed. To me, it's very rare that I usually don't have reverse card. I don't like reverse for some reason. I feel like the message would come. But anyways, the Two of Wands is when you plan something, you're waiting for it. And to me, that because it's reversed, it feels like it's happening now. There is no more waiting. Allez, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides. Some clear messages for this full moon, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour. Five of Pentacles. Let me look at this guy. Okay, so this is interesting. The Five of Pentacles tends to show someone who feels like they don't have. Pentacles relates to wealth, right? In the Five of Pentacles, we feel like we don't have the wealth that we need to move forward. In this case, it shows somebody who's lost, who's looking for their way, and the two little tree elf, or whatever they are, like forest, fairy-like words, characters, are showing you the way. So if you really pay attention, the way is shown to you, and you will get the guidance and the help that you need. So you are called, since the energy, at least of the thinking man, to pay attention, because help is there, help is on the way. You are starting something new with the Fool. You are on a new path, which is, you are called to trust what's coming to. Allez, and we're done with this mixing here, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour. This deck is so much fun. I really like it. But I want to have a clean shuffle, s'il vous plaît. Here we are. What do we have at the bottom? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. We are back to slow, but getting close to harvesting. Let me look at him for a sec. Yeah, I was talking about you having the seeds that you've sown. Look at how the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles again, we are into the energies of earth, the energy of wealth, the energy of career, the energy of tangible things, material. I was talking to you about the seed that you are going to reap, that you've sown and you're about to reap. We're talking about the harvest. And with the Nine of Pentacles, he's worked hard. It takes a long time, months, for your plants to grow. Here he's done some work with the help again of other energies to remember there was a Two of Wands that was talking about planning. So the planning has been done, the work has been done. You've done great work. Interestingly enough, this was also in the readings that I listened to yesterday. You're about to collect. So, and a very, look at all these beautiful tomatoes in the background. the harvest is going to be bountiful. You've done great work. Okay. Yes, I know I don't do the cut like my mom used to do. Like, I always like to look just at the bottom of the card for some reason. The message comes the way it comes, doesn't it? Alors, I'm going to use the spread from the blackcattarot.com that I found a couple of years ago, maybe going on 3 already. There is some noise outside, I'm sorry. That makes me, that disturbs me. What is it that our little bee needs to let go with this full moon, s'il vous plaît? What is it that our little bee needs to let go with this full moon? So the universe is acknowledging your grief. You've done enough grieving. We acknowledge that you lost something. What do we have here? I'm sorry, I wanna look at the card because I thought it was Mother Mary right here. I'm not sure. It's a statue. It looks like a statue of a witch receiving, accepting something, accepting life for what it is. We have Spirit over here. She has some kind of letter. So with this 5 of Cups, she found out something. There is a news that upset this person, and she's been grieving. Okay, it's time to let go. Your grief. It's okay to grieve. Again, the universe recognizes your pain, but you need to find a way to let that go. Let me see if I can bring that closer here. Voila. You are called to... you are called to get out from this stupor, from this sitting on the couch, from this. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you're grieving. Yes, you're hurting. Whatever it is that hurt you, it's time to try the next phase. It's time to get off the couch. It's time to go take a shower. It's time to go have a meal. It's time to try the light. You are called by the light here. Obviously, you are called to action. You've done great things. So yes, you're hurting. It's acknowledged. You have the love and energy and help from at least your ancestors, your family, and your guides and angels. I'm so sorry you're grieving something, but it feels like you've grieved enough. If that makes any sense, it's not okay, forget about it, let it go. No, this is with all the love that I can master in a few seconds, that I can to tell you how your guides want to bring you towards the light. You've been this darkness, this pain, this grieving. Is recognized, but sometimes also the 5 of Cups will come, and I love this. I'm going to show it to you if I can bring it up really quick. This shows, this is again like your guides admitting your grief and acknowledging it, but let's see if I can find her. I think this is the spilled tea one, to show you how sometimes we are like, here, the 5 of Cups. See how she's like, she's devastated. There is a 5 Cups on the floor, like, oh my god, she's crying. There is a cloud with a light coming out, and it says, spilled tea isn't the end of the world. So we may be like greatly being angry or in pain about something, and like Cher said, you know, I keep seeing this video many times on like my feeds. Cher's mom, she uses that like ever since Cher was a little girl. Will it matter in 5 years? So that pain that you're going through, that grievance, this crying, this sitting on your couch, like just, thinking about this and focusing on this, will it matter in 5 years? Ask yourself that. Maybe it's just spilled tea and it's okay. You just dry it up and go towards refill your cup with tea. It's very British. So as much as possible, let go of this thing that's like been upsetting you. It may not be as big as you make it. How to reach? That just made me think of Moira in Schitt's Creek. How to reach your full potential? So how is a little bee going to reach the full potential? S'il vous plaît, no guitamo. How is a little bee? I'm going over here. Going to reach the full potential, s'il vous plaît. Where is the Nine of Wands with... Oh, wow. So this Nine of Wands is quite interesting. Look at the table. It's like the table of the magician. It has all the elements, the pentacle, the wand, the sword, the cup, the divine guidance, the getting ready for the meditation, the comfort. We were talking about resting. We were talking about that card that jumped about the Four of Sword. In the fatigue I was telling you about, this is time to focus on you. This is time to maybe meditate again. This is time to acknowledge the warriors that you are, to appreciate you. So that comes back again. In order to reach your full potential, you have to focus a little bit on you. It's that simple. And this is an advice I'm giving you, and I'm feeling the smack in my face as well. It's difficult when you are a giver to take the time to focus on you. But like I tell all the helpers that I know, how can you help anyone if you don't take care of yourself? So sometimes that's what you got to do. So it totally makes sense to reach your full potential. You have to focus on you and rest and look how powerful you are. I mean, this 9, let's see. I want to see the book, what it says, because it's an interesting 9 of Wands where it shows some kind of rest. Come on. Cups, Wands, 9 of Wands. Where are you? Some challenges are harder than others. We're back to challenges. Nearing the end of her strength, this woman draws on the deepest reserves within her and prepares herself for what she knows will be the final encounter with this particular challenge. Weak, worn, and weary, she is not certain of the outcome, but she is prepared to give all that she can, preparing for the final challenge. So we're getting close to the end of these tribulations, I want to call them. And again, that goes back with the energies I was reading yesterday. So it feels like something really big for the community. We've all been going through a lot of things lately. There is one final chapter, and this is it. Just be prepared for it. You can do it, obviously, but there is a call for still getting ready. So not sleeping on your couch, but getting ready for the final battle. What is coming to light right now for little bees, s'il vous plaît? What is coming to light for little bees? I get it. What's coming to light is that you're doing too much. The 7 of Cups shows somebody who's got, not that it's bad to have too many dreams, but when you're dreaming and thinking about so many things at once, you can't focus on what you need to focus. So what's coming to light is that, in the way that I'm reading this, you need to do one thing at a time. I mean, look at her. She wants to be, let's see, She wants to be a doctor. She wants to be a singer. She wants to be a flight attendant or even a pilot. She wants to be a designer, like in sewing. She wants to maybe teach. She wants to be a reporter. She wants to be a businesswoman. Like, she has all these dreams. But you cannot achieve any if you don't start with one. So what's coming to light is that you need to take that step towards, whether, pick one. You know, if you just gotta throw a coin in the air, if you gotta make a circle and go with your pendulum between all the things you gotta do and have the universe provide you one option because you can't make it up yourself. You need to make that step. You need to make the decision. And that's very strong coming too. We got a 7. Oh, I thought there was another 7. And what's the divine message from your guides, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour? We have the world. So there is the confirmation of the accomplishment and you becoming a star, the star of your world, with the world you're finishing. So see how I like how it's coming right under the 9 of Wands, how you have this final battle. This final battle will be the answer. You'll finally not only finish that one chapter, but you will finish that book as well to start a whole new book. With the world, you accomplished everything that you wanted to accomplish. So once you make the decision, you get to that. We were talking about happiness. Like, look at the light that you bring out to the world as well. It's nighttime and you make it all sparkly and amazing. This is nice. Let me read it to you just because it's really a popping card. Awesome. This is a touching the world, the wholeness of the divine. That's what it says. I would have liked more. Don't you have more to give me? Let's see. No, it's giving more on the minors. Interest. Oh, here. The world. Here we are. Look at this gorgeousness. It's much like the Fool, but with one important difference. She knows what she can do and what she should do. While she trusts in the divine and in her intuition, she is more of an active partner with the universe, helping co-create reality. See, I was talking to you about action. You are getting to that point where you've acted, you prepared everything, you sowed your seed, you harvested, and you went into action. Walking through life with confidence and creating harmony and magic with every step. So that person that's going to guide you is most likely going to help you bring out this amazing you that you are. Okay, before I get into the moon little messages, we are getting close to Mabon. So I want to get one Mabon card from the Season of the Witch deck. See, I'm probably more reading. S'il vous plaît. Nos anges et guides. What other special message for un little bees do we have? S'il vous plaît. Nos anges et guides d'amour for this coming Mabon, because I don't know if I'll be able to do any other reading. It's like you want to do things, but I want one card, s'il vous plaît. This one, okay. Where do we have tobacco? That talks about resting. Do you know how much I miss smoking? We have a full moon. Feed your ancestors. Wow. Again. Raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. So there is some stuff to learn with your ancestors. I'm going to read it because this is amazing that, I mean, there is no coincidence, but they always amaze me. They always amaze me. We have number 40. We started the reading with talking about connecting with your ancestors, and we end the reading with connecting with your ancestors. It always blows me away. Purification, connecting to the spirit or ancestors, respect. Your higher self chose this card because it's a request from the ancestors or spirits with whom you are most comfortable to approach them and the people in your life with more respect and humility. Offering tobacco is a sign of respect and connection for the ancestors in many cultures. Perhaps it's heard about most often in Native American traditions, but it is also a common practice for many people from Africa, South America, the Caribbean, and southern United States. When you greet the spirits that support your path, remember they can see things that you cannot. They can make space where you have faced walls. They can lift you up and carry you over difficult terrain, and they know answers to important questions you haven't even thought of. There are people in your life who also have value and can fill in the blanks with new perspective that you have not considered. That teacher again. What your situation requires is an open mind. I'm going to repeat this to you. What your situation requires is an open mind. What reassures me is that most of you listening do have an open mind, but sometimes we need to have a more open mind than we think we have, and to acknowledge your limited knowledge or understanding in your situation. The tobacco card invites you to spend more time listening and being engaged with others. You may have been too quick to dismiss someone as being wrong or silly, or have viewed someone as being unworthy of your attention. Keep a watchful eye for a younger person coming into your life, as they may offer something that is needed for your situation. Sometimes it is true our teachers may be younger than us, not necessarily an older. And that, when we are parents' age, may be, or even as a younger person, may be difficult to accept. Yesterday, I was watching an episode of The Crown that really made me emotional. I didn't want to. I really liked the series, and when it came to the Diana Charles, so season 5, I didn't want to watch it. I didn't care about watching their fighting and this and that. The Queen was being played by the teacher of the 5th Harry Potter movie, where like the pink lady with all her cats. That kind of like destroyed this actress for me, who ends up, who, you know, she's really great in many of the movies that she made, so it was judgmental of me. There is also the Prince Philip is played by this actor that's always having like villain like characters in the movie. He's the guiding father, priest, whatever, in Game of Thrones. There was the guy that, I mean, again, the story of Charles and Diana, like stuff like, I was like, I'm not interested in the actors. I'm not interested in many things in this season. I was telling myself. And during my time, I found myself, during my time with my situation, I found myself starting watching it. And I was blown away by the actors. I like the characters in the series taught me how to see the royal family in a different light. I'm sure that was part of the goal. Not like, I mean, I was obsessed with Lady Di when I was in high school. I really liked her, and I thought the Queen had managed her death and all that. But we'll see how the show is going to go about that one. But I'm talking about that because, the teachers. And the episode that I watched last night, I think it was the third one of season 5. I'm like, this is a story within the story in itself. I only knew Dodi. Is it Dido or Dodi? Dodi Al Fayed. I only knew of his name because he was with Lady Di, and they were going out or dating or whatever when she died. That's the only thing I knew of him. With episode that I watched last night, I learned, to whom he was born, where he came from, who he was as a man, but this episode talked more about his father. And how they come to be to England, and how they got connected with the royal family and stuff like that. And the story of his dad was something humbling and touching. And at first I was like, oh my god, this man, like, he made me, I went to almost, I don't want to say hate, but like strong dislike, because one of the things he does, he tries to buy the Ritz in Paris, and he wants to bring it back to its splendor and do this thing. He has his vision of the world, right? And they have a party, and there is a black man there that is waiting in the party, and he tells his son Dodi to get rid of him based on his skin tone. And that just, it shook me to see such racism, such blatant, like, he doesn't belong here. Dodi goes and talks to that man, and then he goes to his dad, saying he's done the deed, but that he was sad that he had, because this man was very interesting, and he had been the King Edward's valet, so the brother of the King of England that abdicated to be with his wife. He had been his valet for the better part of his life. So even though the reason was not a good reason, but still Dodi's father was intrigued and had this man introduced to him, and they connected and they became friends, because Dodi's father wanted to become as British as can be, and who better teacher than the valet of the king. So he made this man that he was going to that he fired based on the judgment he placed on seeing him. He made this man become his teacher. Well, there is that information that he needed, but still, like, he totally judged the book by the cover, and then they became friends. And anyways, I will let you watch the thing, but the lesson, I hope that whoever sees this episode or this thing in their life, like, will get this great lesson of teachers, of how we don't expect who our teachers can be. So that really touched me. In any case, I don't know why that needed to be talked about, but I talked about it. Voila. Now, the ancestors, the teachers, the young people, the older people, the different people, the moon messages. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. Where is my moon message? Ah, here it is. Moonology. What are you going to tell us? I like this one, got this quick little message. S'il vous plaît. Nos anges et guides d'amour. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. Don't let pride... See, isn't that crazy? I was talking to you about the pride of this man, and on the full moon, you have this lion that... Okay, two things to me. Don't let pride get in the way. And pride takes me back to Africa with the lion. We have the full moon in Leo. Again, the Leo can be a pride person. Don't let that get in the way. You have some learning to do. So accept those teachings wherever they come from. And we have the Sagittarius here in this full moon. Look at the bigger picture. Some of you need to be reminded to not, like with this case, where you needed to let go of that stuff that was bringing you grievance. That could be just the little grain of sand when you need to look at the island. So there is always more to what we see, what we know. Little message here with this one, s'il vous plaît. Nos petits anges et guides. Oopsie daisy. What about this one? A traveler here. I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Very well. That goes back to this Nine of Wands over there, I feel. I'm blown away by this tobacco card. And Petite Maman Marie. Petite Marie, je me bats pour toi. Here we go. What does Mother Mary have to tell us today? S'il vous plaît. Petite Mère, what's your message for honeybees today? I'm so sorry, I know it feels like a very long reading, but I missed you guys and there was a lot of things to be said apparently. And a lot of things to be shared. Allez, Petite Mère, give us a clear message. No. Okay, this one fell. Look at that. I'm having the energy of resting again. Our Lady of the Whispering Heart. The truest guidance is not always the loudest voice. Sometimes fear and doubt yell, while love and trust speak quietly, but consistently from deep within the heart. Trust the truth of your heart, even when they seem quieter than the voices of fear within or around you. Listen and apply the soft, steady wisdom felt within with patience and confidence. Interesting. Thank you, Petite Mère. Thank you, Maman Marie. And what are we going to... Oh, here it is. The gratitude. S'il vous plaît. Last little message, but not the least one, most likely, s'il vous plaît. Oh, we have the moon, sun and star. Use your imagination. Contemplate what life would be like without everything you have. And remember to say thank you, because what you have is more than you acknowledge. Sometimes with that I send you love, and I hope you have a wonderful however many days until I come back. Bye bye.